Welcome back, Python pioneers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the zip file module. So what is a zip file? First of all, zip files are files with the .zip extension that can hold compressed contents of many other files. Compressing a file reduces its size, which is useful for saving space or sending files over the internet. It's also handy for packaging several files into one file. This single file is called an archive file. You can write Python programs that can create and open zip files. When we open a zip file, we also call it extracting zip files. You can extract zip files, you can read them, you can create them using the zip file module in Python. Now here's the best news. Zip file module in Python is part of the standard library, so you don't have to install anything. So let's jump in real quick, and I just want to show you a few ways that you can use that. First of all, writing to a zip archive file. Import that zip file module, create a couple files here. We're creating notes.txt and favoritequotes.txt with some sample data just to have some files on hand. Create a zip file object. Notice that we're calling the zip file module .zipfile, so that's the class name, and then the module name here. We're creating a zip file, passing in the name of notes.zip. It kind of looks just like working with files in Python, so that's kind of nice. Write in the W for write. And to add the different files into the zip file, all you have to do is reference that zip file object and pass in .write, the name of the file you want to write to the zip file, and the compression type. In this case, go ahead and just use zip file.zip_deflated. That will work for most file types. That is also why we did not say from zip file import zip file like we did with pathlib, where we said from pathlib import path. That way you don't have to type pathlib out every time. Why do you have to type out zipfile.zipfile like this? So that you can reference this zip deflated property. So just wanted to show you that. And we do that again. We write in the favorite_quotes.txt. So we've got two files written into our zip file, and then we close it. Simple enough. Now let's show how you actually read that same file. So if we were to want to read that file, all you have to do is define a zip file object again. So we're creating one called notezip. If you print a name list, which is an instance method for the zip file class, it'll tell you all the different files that are inside of that archive. So down here you can actually see it prints out a string list of all the different files inside of the archive. So you can see notes.txt and favorite_quotes.txt. Pretty cool. If you wanted to get the information on a specific file inside of the archive, you could use the notezip.getInfo and specify the exact file name that's in there. So notes.txt, you see here. If we put that in there, it'll tell us more information on that file. For example, the file size and the compressed size. In this case, it didn't really compress anything because the file is so small. Always make sure to close that archive when you're done. Lastly, how do you actually extract files from a zip archive? So create that zip file object again. And we're saying notes.zip is our zip archive file that we want to work with. To extract, you have two options. You can use the .extract all, and that will extract everything from the zip archive into the current directory, unless you specify where you want to put it. I recommend always specifying where you want to put it. So notes_zip.extract all, and then where do I want to put everything in the zip archive? I'm going to put it in the C:\notes. So everything inside of the archive will be placed into this folder. Okay? The other alternative you have is to extract a single file from the archive, which is pretty cool. Let's say you wanted to just take out notes.txt. You could do that using the extract method. Very cool. So once you're done working with the file, close it, and you're good to go. So with those methods, you now know how to open and extract files from a zip archive. how to read files from a zip archive, and how to write files to a zip archive. Hopefully you found that useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.